Mr. You are a pandemic. You are a pandemic. Thank you.
What is going on, guys? Hey, I wanted to come back to you this afternoon and bring you a video clip showing Lori Lightfoot, the soon-to-be former mayor of Chicago, being berated by William Kelly, a Fox News reporter that she earlier on pulled his press credentials and didn't want him around asking her questions because he's a more conservative reporter. But hey guys, if you would, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Thanks.
Please remember that all speakers must sign up to speak, and speakers cannot yield or transfer their time to another speaker. Thank you. Our next speaker is William Kelly. Mayor Lightfoot, you and I may have gotten off on the wrong foot. Reporter, WilliamJKelly.com. I'm a veteran reporter in the city of Chicago, Emmy Award-winning TV host, radio, print journalism. I should be sitting over there with my colleagues, but I'm standing over here because on a weekly basis I was going viral asking you obvious questions. And instead of answering them, you told me that crime was down, my videos went viral, millions of views, comments, likes, and shares, and it was hurting your re-election campaign. So you revoked my media credential.
Okay, number one, man, right here. The reason why his media credentials were revoked was because he was making videos, man. He was talking about things. He was asking questions, and they were going viral. People were paying attention to what he was saying. And what was happening, man? What was happening in Chicago is crime is going up. Safety is going down. You are not safe in this city. Nobody is. But again, man, she didn't want that being talked about. She did not want her record being talked about. So she pulls William Kelly's media credentials. She pulls them. And what happens? She still ends up losing re-election. She's gone. The first round, man, she was done. She was done, man. But the fact of the matter is, man, what did she do? She went out and blamed race. Her race, sexuality. That is what the issue is. No, it's your record. Are people in the city better off before or after you? I think they were better off before you. You can't lead. Man, people like this that will blame everything else, blame race, blame gender, blame whatever, blame sexuality, blame whatever they want on people like that. They will never take accountability for themselves. They will never own what they're doing. They can't lead. There is no leader in her.
That should never happen in a free country. And I'm asking the City Council to take the media credential process away from the next mayor of Chicago and the next superintendent of police and put it in the hands of the Constitution. What you've done to the city of Chicago, I feel like this is more of a victim impact statement than an actual public comment. What you've done to me is nothing compared to what you've done to my city, the city of Chicago, the city that I was born and raised in, the city that I love with all my heart. You became mayor. The people of Chicago elected you. You shut down our schools, you shut down the churches, you shut down the businesses. You did the one thing that I thought could never happen. As somebody who was born and raised on the south side of Chicago, I never thought in my life that I would ever see the city of Chicago brought down so low as you have managed to bring it down. Shame on you. That is a legacy that you are going to have to carry. Future historians are going to have a hard time understanding how you ever even became mayor of the city of Chicago. I intend to write that book.
Yeah, right there, man. I'm going to jump into real quick one more time. The thing is, man, we have got to understand that people like herself, man, these Democrats, man, these ultra liberal, lesbian, whatever mayors, man, they can't lead. They will blame whatever they can. Whatever they can, man. And I'm not saying anything about gay people, but the fact is, man, people that want to blame people that belong to special groups, special victims groups, they're always going to blame other people for their failures, for what they're doing or not doing. And again, man, he's right when it comes to this, man. He's saying, you know what? Yeah. Their historians will be baffled as to why you were ever mayor to begin with. Because you messed that city up worse than it already was, which is really saying something. I mean, seriously, you could have sat there in your office and did nothing all day instead of pick your nose, and the city would have been better off. But what you introduced, man, what you did, what you introduced. And again, man, if you're going to blame you not being reelected upon race, upon gender, upon sexuality, and not look at the real reasons why, like maybe I failed, maybe my record is the reason why I'm not being reelected. Maybe, just maybe.
Tend to make sure that at least there is some possible way for the city of Chicago to move forward. I hope that you realize what damage you have done to the city. I hope that after today's city council meeting, you will pack your suitcase and get the hell out of my city.
Mr. Kelly,
You are a pandemic. You are a pandemic. Thank you.
Yep. He said, Lori Lightfoot, man, you are a pandemic. You have caused this city to go further downhill, which I didn't even know was possible. But the fact of the matter is, you have caused this city to go further down than it already was. And the fact is, guys, man, we got to be honest. These people like her, people that will blame other people, blame other things except for their own record as to why they didn't get reelected, they cannot lead. Because they will look for every excuse under the sun as to why they didn't get reelected other than what's in the mirror. Hey, look, guys, if you would, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thanks.
You son of a